So no, we didn't actually. We met in 2006, out on the town in London. And yeah, so what kind of started as a drink led to kind of cut to a few years later marriage. So we've been married for 5 years now. Yeah, and then the interiors kind of side of our lives didn't come kind of later till we bought this place, managed to buy a place, and then we were able to put our homes down on the interiors.
I've got a background in kind of fashion and branding, so when we bought the place, we couldn't find the wallpaper we ideally wanted, or something that we wanted, something unique. So I decided, James said, why don't you create your own wallpaper? So then created our own wallpaper, got it, put it up, and whenever friends came around, they're like, oh my god, I love it, where'd you get it from? And that kind of like sparked us to be like, let's give it a go.
Yeah,
and never look back.
Divine Savages was born about 2 years ago, and it's been a crazy journey ever since.
So I wanted something quite twisted, so it kind of played with our DNA, kind of twisted, but also looks quite elegant and kind of quirky. So I had already come up, I liked savages. Like, I just liked the word savages, and there was something I wanted to play with it. And then Divine, we were watching, what's the director called? John Walters. We were watching a documentary about John Walters, and Divine was on there. And that kind of, I was like, that's a bloody good name. So Divine Savages, and then we searched social media to see if anyone had it, website.com, and no one had taken Divine Savages, so we were like...
Yeah, so it kind of stuck, and I think that's kind of influenced kind of the brand since we've kind of launched, and yeah, we're always trying to kind of find that kind of little savage twist in our designs, but it's kind of a new take on kind of contemporary and classic kind of clash. So, yeah.
Kind of like with the Deco Martini wallpaper, we've got the little cocktail glass, which you think is just a deco print, and then you see the little cocktail.
Yeah, so obviously living together, being together, working together, it's a juggling act, but it is really fun, and it's been lovely to kind of launch this brand together and see it grow over the past couple of years. So that's really rewarding. But we both have our kind of key skills. So Tom is obviously the creative side of Divine Savages, so you deal with...
I do the graphics and designs and the website and photography, whereas Jamie does the part that I can't even know how to begin, how to deal with it.
The more business side, the kind of networking, the kind of marketing, promotion, Instagram, so that's kind of where my skills come in. So it works very well, I think, together. We both know what we're doing, we're not kind of stepping on each other's toes, and we can kind of just get on with what we do best.
And we work in separate rooms, which helps. So kind of anywhere and everywhere really, they kind of absorb anything and everything. Kind of, London's amazing, the exhibitions, the shops, the history, also vintage markets, like we said about Sudbury, Kempton Antiques Market, as well as nature. We've been to some amazing places around the world, and we've got some amazing photography, and every time I get stuck I just look back and see what I've kind of been inspired by.
So I think it's safe to say we're kind of fans of kind of maximalist and pattern and print and bold colours. So we normally kind of find when we're decorating, we start with kind of a hero piece. So in our bedroom, recent bedroom makeover, we recently did a new colourway on our fornication wallpaper, so nocturnal fornication, which had lots of kind of deep teals and emerald colours. So that kind of kick-started that project, and then kind of other things follow after that. We kind of like an eclectic mix, as Tom said. You'll find us at junk shops or antiques fairs and markets, so kind of mix older pieces with more contemporary pieces.
So in the kitchen we started off with a tile that we liked, and from then we designed around it and actually created the crane fonda wallpaper for our kitchen, and that kind of became one of our most popular wallpapers.
Yeah, which is one of the bonuses of running a kind of print and design house is kind of we can create things, and that's actually part of our kind of DNA, is that we love, or our kind of mantras, that everything we create and design we would want in our own home. So yeah, it ties back to that.
Yes, basically it is whatever I come up with, I'll start, and Jamie will like give me a list of things to do, and I'll just ignore them and carry on following my route and designing until I'm happy.
I like
with it.
lists. Tom's not so.
Yeah, I'm not really a list fan, but yeah, we're 5 or 6 wallpapers.
Yeah, so we kind of, I think, yeah, for now it's been quite organic as we kind of, as Tom gets inspired and he'll create new designs. I think going forward we're going to kind of be a bit more structured in kind of launching a kind of capsule collection, maybe kind of 3 times a year. So.
We're looking for carpet, because we definitely wanted carpet in the bedroom, just for that kind of comfort and coziness. And we couldn't find any carpets which were bold or adventurous or unique. And we did struggle quite a long time trying to find one. And then until we found you, literally. We were going to go for one plain colour carpet, and then came across you on Instagram and we're like, oh my god, amazing. And we initially saw the Liberty Flower carpet, and we're like, we need that. And then we came across the 17 for the bedroom. We're like, perfect.
With the bedroom we had the kind of colour scheme came in, and then the serpentine carpet just worked perfectly, and we wanted to create a really kind of hotel boutique feel, something very luxurious, sumptuous. We made a conscious decision to get rid of the TV and just create a really kind of cocoon-like space where we could kind of shut off. So that carpet was perfect for us. And then, as Tom mentioned, with the hallway renovation, we decided to not use wallpaper on the walls and go with a kind of pale, kind of subtle pink colour, which then kind of allowed us to really go bold on the flooring. So yeah, the Liberty print, flowers of thought, yeah, kind of really stood out for us.
Yeah, really impactful.
Loved the kind of 70s kind of vibe, kind of that kind of modern chintz, which worked really well. So yeah.
When you walk in the front door, it really makes an impact. And everyone's like, wow, I love the colour. But yes, we do too.
Walking on carpet is amazing, and it's lovely to have that in the bedroom, and kind of bare feet on carpet is one of the best things, and we're always constantly going up and down the stairs here because our house is actually kind of a bit back to front, which we love. We kind of love that quirky feel. So the bedrooms are downstairs with the living room, kitchen upstairs. So again, walking on the carpet up and downstairs is brilliant.
The pile really seeps through your toes when you're walking in your bed, which is
yeah, 100% I think so. I mean, you only have to scroll through Instagram or look through the latest interiors magazines to see kind of pattern, print, colour. It's kind of a lot more in the everyday now. And I think Instagram has a lot to do with that. And I think people are becoming, taking braver choices. Wallpaper obviously is kind of back, and people are using it more than ever before. And I think the power of wallpaper with print and pattern, much more so than paint can achieve. So
I think with the Instagram, everyone's taking much more pride in their home and what they're kind of decorating and making up more bold choices.
Yeah, and I think the kind of current climate has a lot to kind of maybe has influenced our decor choices. It's a bit doom and gloom kind of in the news, and I think a lot of people, as Tom said, taking more pride in their home, and we're kind of nesting a bit more maybe, and I think the joy of staying in is kind of there. So I think people are kind of creating those more bolder schemes and are happy to stay in.
Brenda, our peacock, is probably my biggest extravagance. But we also have some signed Eve prints, and we've got some art by our friend Hester Finch, which is currently at the Freeness now.
Yeah, so we like collecting artwork, so I think we kind of love adding those pieces and kind of always changing out. It's quite easy to freshen up the look of a room. We have a lot of prints and frames in storage, but we can easily bring them out and kind of mix it up. So I'd say that, yeah, those two things. I think in terms of interiors, I think kind of maximalism is here to stay. It's not going away anytime soon, which we're very happy about. Obviously here at Divine Savages, we love gold print pattern, pattern clash. I think velvet is also kind of here, which we love. I think we're finding a slight shift towards more kind of organic kind of shapes and materials. So I think we'll see more kind of the green kind of colour schemes coming through, more marble, kind of rattan I think as well, so we see more of that. And I think kind of more softer edges on furniture as well, so kind of more curved lines rather than sharper edges we've seen coming through. And then in terms of Divine Savages and what we're up to,
we're doing a collaboration with Natural History Museum, so we're
very exciting.
Yes, we only recently just announced it on our Instagram, so that's currently being designed by myself, and that should launch later this year. So that's really exciting. It should be across wallpaper, fabric and cushions.
Yeah, so there'll be 5 new designs coming out with them.
Yeah.
And then we're also working on some new limited edition prints. We want to expand our kind of print range.
And we're also going to be doing silk scarves as well. So we're going to put our wallpaper designs across some silk scarves. So hopefully they'll be popular.
Yeah.